Hey everybody, Daniel Fusco here. Welcome to today's 2-minute message. So we all know the blame game, although most of the time we don't want to admit it. This started back in the Garden of Eden. Remember when Adam and Eve ate of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil? When God asked Adam, did you eat the tree of the knowledge of good and evil? Adam said, Lord, it's your fault because of this woman you gave me. First he blamed God, then he blamed Eve. Eve said, it wasn't my fault, the serpent deceived me. Blamed the serpent. And I always like to joke that there was no one else there, so the serpent got stuck with the hot potato. We all know what it's like to not want to take ownership of the decision we make. And many of us in our relationships, we struggle because we always feel like we're the one receiving the blame. What should you do in that situation? First, you should pray. Why? Because you can't change anyone's life. Only God can. God is the great transformer of someone's heart. So you need to pray for that person. Second, when you find that you're the one receiving the blame, it's a good time for self-reflection, because even though maybe you didn't do everything wrong, every situation is a learning experience, and none of us are perfect. I like to say that we're all in process. So